This is Acar Nonya, a Peranakan and Malay style pickled vegetables. If you love kimchi, wait till you try this baby out. This is a level up pickles that's full of aromatic herbs and spices and foolproof to make, so let's do this. These are the standard vegetables I'm going to be using in today's achar or pickled vegetables. The most important is probably the cucumber. I like to remove the ends first like this. So with the cucumber, you will need to remove that soft watery middle portion, cut it into sections, and then quart the cucumbers just like this. Then simply cut off this middle soft portion. You can also spoon it out, but this is much easier and faster, okay? Trust me. Once you remove the soft parts, simply cut it into strips just like this. And then keep all of that to one side. Okay, next, carrots. Remove the top and bottom just like this, and then I like to skin the carrots first with a peeler. Then let's get all of this mess out of the way, and then we are going to cut the carrots about same strips as the cucumbers. I mean, it's not necessary, but it does make it look nicer and, you know, a little bit more professional, like you got this from the shop, okay? Anyway, then you want to cut your carrots into strips just like this. Next, cabbage. I have this lettucey cabbage, but any will do. In fact, you know what? You can make achar with any vegetables at all, okay? It's my one cheat way of using up leftover vegetables. Anyway, with the cabbage, just rough chop it into strips just like this and done. That's it. That's all of our chopped vegetables. Next, we are sprinkling some salt all over the vegetables just like this. And then with your hands, just work that salt through. This is going to help in the pickling while also helping to draw all of the liquid so that your pickles can keep for longer. Once you work that through, keep this to one side for about 30 minutes or so. While your vegetables are pickling, let's make the pickling spice paste or rempah. You will need some dried chilies, this is what it looks like, and add some boiling hot water to it first, just to rehydrate the chilies for about 5 minutes or so. And then drain the liquid, and you want to cut it into smaller strips or chunks just like this. Just use scissors. And we are done. Add the dried chilies to your blender, along with some shallots or onions, some garlic, some ginger cut into smaller pieces for easier blending. This is candle nut. You can also replace with cashew nuts or macadamia nuts. And finally, a little bit of water just to help it to blend smoother. And then give all of that a quick blitz in the blender until you get something like this. Next, we are going to have to cook the rempah. Add a bunch of oil to the pan. And once hot and over low heat, I am adding some mustard seeds. This is optional, but these do add a nice pop to the achar, but I don't usually add it in actually. Let the mustard seeds hang out in the oil until fragrant, and you can kind of see it sizzling. Then add the rempah paste. And this is turmeric powder. Now this is important for the achar to get that gorgeous golden shade. Instead of turmeric powder, you can also use fresh turmeric. Just blend it together with everything else in the blender earlier. Stir to combine, and then continuously stir fry this mixture until the paste cooks through. You will know when it cooks through because the paste will slightly dry down and the surrounding oil has turned red. So something like this. This is also known as pecah minyak. Once this happens, add vinegar, just regular white vinegar. This is going to give you that sharp acidity, as well as some sugar. Stir through to combine. You would notice that I do not add salt here. That's because remember we salted our vegetables? Yes. And then turn off the heat. Let this rempah cool down. Let's go and check in on our pickled vegetables. So after about 30 minutes or so, you will find that a lot of the liquid has been drawn out. You want to drain away the liquid so you're left with the vegetables. I like to set it over the colander just like this and let all of the excess liquid completely drain off. If you find that it is way too salty, then just rinse it under some water to rinse away any excess salt. Add back all of the veggies to the bowl, and then I'm also adding some red chilies for pops of color, as well as some sesame seeds. Then pour over the cooled rempah all over the vegetables and just toss that to combine. This part is so therapeutic. This is the final stage, so you can give it a taste test here. It should taste refreshingly tangy, and don't be shy to add more vinegar or sugar or salt if you find that it is lacking in flavors, and then just mix that through. It's okay. And our Acar Nonya is done, just like that. You can serve achar immediately, or better yet, pop it in the fridge overnight to let the flavors fully develop. Achar, like pickles, are actually best served cold. Use a jar container, that would be the best. You don't really want to use plastic because we are working with acids here. I am using a fancy mason jar here for the YouTube aesthetics, but it's still painfully hard to cram these sticks in there, okay? So I switched to what I really use, which is this super anti-ceramic bowl. The satisfaction of all the effortless ladling. And that is our easy, authentic Peranakan and Malay style Acar Nonya. This achar is great by itself, but it is the best vegetable side dish to our heavier Malay food such as ayam masak merah. So give this a go and bye! Now I know you want to try making the ayam masak merah or spicy tomato chicken next, so click on that now.